These days, everyone and their accountant are talking about manifestation and the law of attraction. And one of the biggest misconceptions I've heard is that they work like magic. Oh, and also that they don't work. But that's more than a misconception, honey. That's a whole lie. Lucky for you, on my channel, I already have a few videos that explain how some of the luckiest and most successful people in this world realistically use manifesting techniques to achieve their goals. I clear up misconceptions and show you how manifestation actually works, including using visualization techniques, vision boards, and staying on the level of frequency of your desire. These are only a couple of the principles and techniques of manifesting. But knowing these principles and techniques aren't the same as being able to practically apply them in your everyday life. So this video is a part 2 of my previous video on how to create an effective vision board. I'm going to show you how to make your vision board work by activating it. Because you see, I was there once too. The very first time I made a vision board, I was totally lost on what I was supposed to do with it next. I feel so inspired with my vision board, but I don't know how this is gonna happen for me. I wish I knew how to manifest what's on it. What do I need to do to activate it and give it power and help me achieve my goals and dreams? Dreams. Wake up! Future me? Is that you?
Oh, yes, hon. It's me in all my fabulosity.
Please, girl, you look like you're about to fly away
You
with those
summoned me.
fake eyelashes.
I did? Oh, I only remember falling asleep wishing I knew how to manifest my dream life. Well, your wish is my command. I don't have a lot of time to spare, though, because I am catching a flight soon.
Where are you going?
Oh, well, the fam and I are headed to Thailand for a getaway. So let's see how much I can help you.
Fam? We have a fam?
Yeah, well, you'll find out soon.
So, you mentioned you need help manifesting with your vision board. Well, the most obvious thing I believe you could be missing is properly using the law of assumption.
What's that?
Damn, you're so impatient. Let me finish. The law of assumption states that whatever you assume as true becomes your reality. It implies you can manifest anything by thinking and feeling as if you already had it. Thinking thoughts is not enough. You need to feel as if you're actually living the desire for it to become reality.
Oh, wow, that's really interesting, but I'm kind of new to this whole visualization thing, so how do I do that?
Well, you need to live and feel as if the desire has already manifested. You already created your vision board, so that means you already have a clear idea of what it is that you want.
Yeah, that's right.
So when you're looking at your vision board, close your eyes and use your imagination to paint a picture with your mind. Imagine experiencing the scene with your own eyes as you ask yourself, why do I want it? How will it change my life? What do I want from this goal? How will it make me feel?
Right.
Okay, so I also see that you included a few affirmations on your vision board. That's great. You'll need those. When you're doing this step, be sure to affirm these things. I am loved, appreciated, and cherished. I am growing healthier, stronger, and more powerful every day. I am worthy of a wealthy life. Things like that, you know? By writing down an affirmation or saying it out loud, you're forcing your brain to pay attention to the positive thought, which helps you form positive emotions. The next thing, which is really important, is that you have to assume and acknowledge success.
Okay, well, that's where it gets tricky for me. How do I behave like a millionaire if I'm far from being one?
Well, that part is actually simpler than you think. Acknowledging means actively searching for evidence in your present life that supports the new feelings, thoughts, and beliefs that come with having reached your goal. For example, if your goal is to make a lot of money, look for areas of abundance in your life. Don't limit the term abundance to financial wealth. Notice the abundance of trees in your neighborhood. It doesn't matter what the object is, the energy that results from focusing on it is what matters.
Is that it?
No, there are a couple more things. Also, what's your rush?
I'm the jet setter here while you're busy taking naps. I think I may stab my future self in the neck with a crab leg. The next thing is, use your vision board as a continuous reminder of who and where you want to be in the future. If you're not paying consistent attention to your vision board, then it's just a bunch of pictures that are hanging in your house. Think of it as visual goals. You don't just write your goals down and never look at them again, do you? Well, it's okay, don't answer that. Just like with the written goals, your images are something you review regularly and you remind yourself of their importance in your life every day. So make sure it's in a high traffic area, someplace you'll see it regularly. The more often you can produce the emotions and visualize the future you want, the quicker your subconscious mind will align with your desire. So make your vision board part of your everyday routine for manifesting. Just like you review your goals, meditate, use affirmations, and visualize, you should look at your vision board and remind yourself what your life is going to look like when it shows up in your life. And this will help establish the belief that you will get it, the inner feeling of possession, the knowing that it's going to happen. If you don't believe, you haven't internalized your goal. The more you do it, the more worthy you feel. When you feel worthy, that's what will open the gates to your goal. The next important thing is that the law of assumption works, but it isn't immediate. You have to do it right and practice consistently. And this is where most people fall through and miss out on the abundance the law can bring to their lives. Your mind is what I call the great trickster. It will try to convince you every day to procrastinate on your goals. Think of your mind like a dog. When you begin training a dog, you need to put in the time to teach it appropriate behaviors. The dog will never learn unless you're persistent and consistent with its training. And the same applies to your mind. You need to be persistent. That's the only way the law of assumption can work. Okay, I admit it. What she's saying makes sense. And then finally, you have to take action. Your thoughts are energy, but they get diffused if you don't turn the thoughts into actions. In other words, without action, there can be no results. Vision boards are really action boards. You can't create a fantasy of what your dream life is like and just sit and wait for it to come true. You need to get out there and network or date or write the book or start the YouTube channel or whatever it is to get the things that you want. Use the vision board to inspire you, but make sure you're taking steps each day to achieve the goals you've set. Can you imagine where we'd be if you hadn't taken action to find the money to move to Canada? You'd have just been praying for a change and nothing would have changed. Damn, she's good. You'll also want to create habits that support your goals. Okay, well, what are some of the habits that can help me achieve my goal? Well, everyone's different, but for you, I know you need to work on becoming more patient, taking action, stop procrastinating, stop beating yourself up for mistakes, and replace negative self-talk with positive self-talk. Yeah, well, I know you're right. I'll definitely work on those. Do you have any tips on how I can do that? Girl, you have way too many issues for me to cover right now. I tell you what, as you take steps towards your goals, be sure to dedicate at least 30 minutes every day reading those books over there. The ones that are gathering dust? Yeah. And if you start putting what you read into action for a change, I'm sure they'll help you to improve. Ugh, I'm starting to not like you again. Anyways, I've got to skedaddle. It was really nice catching up with you, girlfriend. Let's see how soon you'll catch up with me. I guess I have to get to work. And get to work I did. And you may be thinking, this sounds way more complicated than the promises of magic that a lot of people talk about, but I promise you that it's not complicated. It's actually quite simple. It may not be easy, but it's quite simple. And when you get in the habit of practicing the techniques that I mentioned in this video,
is the quicker that you find yourself living your ideal life.
Just remember these key things. Live and feel as if the desire has already manifested. Use I am statements to affirm who you are, who you want to be, and how you want to feel. Assume and acknowledge success. Consistently use your vision board. Be persistent, take action, and create habits that support your goals. If you found this video helpful in any way, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. It really helps me to know that you like the videos and it encourages me to make more. Until next time.
Set a goal you control and the steps you take them. I try to pick one thought, have some concentration. And if I make a mistake, it's called education. I try to do this every day, call it replication. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.